Hey guys, what is going on? It is Kendeazy here. We are back inside the playbook with another video. Like we talked about in our downgrade video, every year in fantasy football, there is opportunity created all over the field for people to step up. We talked about players that are going down. Now let's talk about players that are going up. They may have had a small impact last year, but these guys are going to have a massive role on their teams, and they should be on your draft radar come this fantasy football season. But before we start, as always, if you love fantasy football, if you love the channel, and if you love the content, please hit that subscribe button. You will get direct access and notifications for all things Playbook. Without any more talking, let's get into these upgrades. 5 upgrades for fantasy football. Let's get right into it. Okay, so for our first upgrade, we have Gabe Davis, Buffalo Bills wide receiver. And last year in PPR scoring, he finished at wide receiver 58. And we all remember his divisional playoff game from last year against the Chiefs. 4 touchdowns off of 8 catches for 201 yards. It was just insane. And, the Bills noticed that, and, they felt comfortable giving him more responsibility. There is no Emmanuel Sanders, no Cole Beasley. That is over 1,200 yards of production gone. So now they're looking for Gabe Davis to step up. And last year, he participated on only 48% of the routes. That's less than half of the routes run by all the wide receivers, and still put up 549 yards, which put him 58th in the league on 35 receptions. That is pretty good for the third option, maybe the fourth option with Isaiah McKenzie. But now he is the clear-cut wide receiver 2 in that offense. Expect an occasional Dawson Knox appearance, but opposite Diggs, with Josh Allen as the quarterback, Gabe Davis will be a solid wide receiver 2. You need to draft Gabe Davis. The next upgrade is Allen Robinson on the Los Angeles Rams, and he finished last year wide receiver 81, and it was because he was injured, but we're going to make an exception here. This will be the best quarterback, system, team, whatever you want to call it, that Allen Robinson has ever been on. He's come from the Jaguars, going to the Chicago Bears, Blake Bortles, Mitchell Trubisky, Nick Foles, Justin Fields, and now he gets Sean McVay and Matthew Stafford. Now, again, he missed 5 games last year, but before that, with Mitch Trubisky, he was wide receiver 9 with 1,250 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 102 receptions. He is still very, very efficient. His last 3 years in the league, his yards per catch are 12, 12, and 11. He's going to catch a lot of passes. I'm not sure what kind of role he'll have. I'm not sure if he'll be expected to do the same thing as Robert Woods, those jet sweeps and those reverse plays. But I guarantee you that Stafford has a second elite weapon in the offense. Moving along, we have Derek Carr, the Las Vegas Raiders quarterback, who finished as QB 12 last year. Now, I really like the Josh McDaniels signing. A new offense could be good. Now, the Raiders offense looked kind of abysmal at times last year. There was a lot of controversy, but it's a new year, a fresh start. And through all of that, Derek Carr finished 5th in the league in passing yards, with his best target being Hunter Renfrow and Darren Waller missing, quarter of the season. He threw 23 touchdowns to put him 13th in the league. Add Devontae Adams, a healthy Darren Waller, Hunter Renfrow, a lot of weapons that can make him produce. The question will be turnovers. 14 interceptions and 13 fumbles. That is 56 fantasy points lost. If he can keep those fumbles and those interceptions to a minimum, he will be golden. He could be a top 5, top 7 quarterback. We all could be talking about Derek Carr as one of the best quarterbacks in fantasy at the end of the season. You might want to consider drafting him. Okay, next up, we have Cortland Sutton, Denver Broncos wide receiver, who finished as wide receiver 42 last year. Now, everyone is talking about upgrading Jerry Jeudy, but what if I told you that this could be DK Sutton? Yes, Cortland Sutton could be the next DK Metcalf. Sutton ran the 8th most air yards at 1,534 and participated on 91% of the routes. He's going to get down the field, and Russell Wilson, who's known for his deep downfield accuracy, will get him the ball. He cannot do that with Teddy Bridgewater or Drew Lock. Now, opposite of Jerry Jeudy and Tim Patrick in the slot, he will have a lot of opportunities to shine in this Denver offense. I really think Cortland Sutton is going to get a lot of chunk plays. There could be some weeks where he goes, MIA and he doesn't put up a lot of numbers, but I'm expecting him to get down the field, to catch a lot of targets, to catch a lot of touchdowns. Russell Wilson is going to feed Cortland Sutton. And for our last upgrade, we have Chicago Bears tight end Cole Kmet, who finishes tight end 21 last year. Now, Justin Fields is still a young quarterback, and young quarterbacks are known for throwing to the tight end safety blanket. They cleared the roster for Kmet. No Jimmy Graham, no Jesse James. He is the starter. And with Darnell Mooney being the only real other threat as a target, look for Justin Fields to feed the ball to Cole Kmet, especially in the red zone. What do you do in the red zone? You find the big guy. You go to Cole Kmet. He was top 10 in terms of receptions for tight ends with 60. He has the potential to increase that to maybe 70, 85, or higher. I expect Cole Kmet to shine this season. The sky is the limit for him. He's going to get a lot of targets from Justin Fields. I believe in Cole Kmet. So there it is. Those are 5 players that should be upgraded for Fantasy Football 2020. If you guys can trust me on the Derek Carr pick, you guys will be loving it because I think Derek Carr will be one of the best quarterbacks in fantasy football this year. Cole Kmet gonna rise and shine in the tight end division. You're gonna love Allen Robinson. Allen Robinson going to return to elite status with Matt Stafford, and the rest of the guys are going to be great. As always, thank you so much for watching this video. If you are watching this video right now, then you are supporting me, and I cannot thank you enough. That is a big help to me. But if you would like to hit that subscribe button for direct notifications and access to the Playbook, that is a big, tremendous help to me. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you ever want to talk sports with me, you can catch me on Twitter at Kendeazy. This is the Playbook. I will see you again for the next video. Stay cool, everyone.